Well, the river's clearly not poison. It just had whatever that was. We should get the fuck out of here. I don't want to mess with another one of them. Unless you, Donald, do you want to stick your hand back in and we can collect some more water if you want to see if it's actually
The
poisoned.
water is really clear, you said, right?
Yes, crystal clear.
Is there anything that the ooze might have gotten a hold of that's around?
You could like do a search through the mud or something like that and see if there's anything.
Yeah, first I'll make sure there's no extra oozes, and then I'll do that.
Okay, so give me a perception check to see if you can see any other oozes. Okay. Well, you take a quick look, down at the bottom of the river. You don't see any other oozes, so you go rummaging around the mud. Very bold of you, Donald. Yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, you go rummaging around the mud and searching through the bottom of this stream, and pretty quickly, like the silt makes it impossible to see. You don't feel anything other than like some roots and some rocks and stuff. So it doesn't seem like there's anything this creature had down there at the bottom of the river with it.
Okay.
So let's think here a second before we move. There were birds that talked, that told us the river was poisoned. We got to the river and a monster tried to kill us. Was the bird luring us or warning us?
I look. What's your character name?
Donald?
No,
Sheldrick.
I look towards Sheldrick and I'm just like, Sheldrick, I believe we just found this creature's home, and this had nothing to do with the birds.
So the river's not poisoned.
Well, that remains to be
birds
seen.
lie.
It does remain to be seen. I believe the poison might have been a rumor that was actually this creature, which we have just dispersed. There might be more at the bottom. Feel free to stick your hand around and see
I
if there
do
are.
take the bottle and I do carefully, not plunging my hand in, but actually I will go ahead and tie it to a rope and then I'll toss it in.
What are you tying to a rope? The bottle?
A bottle, and then
Okay.
I will, I'll dip it into the river and then I will pull it out.
Cool.
Did we
Yeah.
do the grass test?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think you were planning to, and then you got interrupted most rudely. Yeah, okay, that works fine. You tie a rope to the bottle and you toss it in. The bottle isn't made of metal, is it?
No,
No,
it's a
I
glass-
was just I was imagining like a bigger like tankard-ish looking thing with a leather holster or whatever.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you get it in there and you fill it with a little bit of water. You pull it back out. The bottle doesn't corrode and the rope doesn't corrode, so it seems okay. And Donald, you're gonna go take it to some grasses and pour it over them.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you head off to the side. You pour it over them. Are you guys gonna wait around? Like right now, nothing seems to be happening.
I mean, I think we're just watching Donald do this. So we're
His investigation stuff.
yeah, and I'm standing a good 10 feet away, and I lean towards Sheldrick, and I'm just like, I once met something very similar. As someone tried to poison and kill Gilly, this person I was protecting once upon a time, and the servant actually was the one to drink it and did die. So we found out that way it was poisoned. So perhaps your brother might drink it. We'll see if he dies.
What about Donald?
Donald too. He's also, I mean, he's expendable. And I kind of say that below my breath.
I've always heard your orcs had an iron stomach. What about you, friend?
No, I would not drink such a thing.
All right,
Okay,
well,
so-
I make sure to fill the entire bottle. Let's get back to our camping spot.
Okay, cool.
About
Mark down that you've got a bottle of stream water.
about that camping, when I said that I could fix, I actually I was gonna go to that class, that group, and I forgot. I didn't go that day. I apologize for saying that I could fix your things. I actually can't.
You don't have mending?
No, I got 3 cantrips, and I just read over it again. You can't change cantrips; they're just what you know.
Yep.
So I got 3 of them, and that's not one of them. So sorry.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, that means Zeke has 1 hit point?
No,
No,
Zeke
I
has
heal myself.
8 hit points right now. He
Mending
did heal
is
himself.
what he was going to do to our armor and weapons.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And
Okay,
also,
cool.
of course, before we rest, I'm going to cast my second spell of the day, heal myself again.
Okay, roll that healing.
Okay.
So you guys are on the road, and Maldrick is just muttering stuff to
What am I
himself.
doing?
And
There we go. That's...
so you get 4 hit points, which puts you back to full.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Okay, great. You guys are heading back. Are you like following the line of the forest to get back to where you think the tower was sort of adjacent to?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would look for the vantage point, and then I would kind of, by that line of sight, I would make sure I adjust accordingly and get to the edge of the forest where I believe the tower to be.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys follow your way back west. It takes you about another 2 hours to get back to where you came from, and now you're near the vantage point where you think is like directly north from the vantage point. I mean, you're sort of guessing by like the wind and the way birds are flying and sort of like what you can see of the sun through the clouds. Though now that it's about 6 p.m., it's the end of second. It's growing quite dim, especially with the gray overcast nature of the air. You guys are going to camp here for the night?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any watch orders?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the last watch so I can pray before the dawn.
Okay.
I can fill in any gaps.
How about second? Shaldrick. Donald third. And then Maldrick. Okay, cool. So,
Before I go to sleep, I pour some water on the grass.
okay, cool. And let's see here. Yeah.
We're waiting for Steven to read random tables for those wondering.
Yeah. So, let's see. In the first watch, very late in the first watch, so Shaldrick, during your watch, during the first watch of the night, which is during Shaldrick's watch, you see 3 badgers come snuffling up to the camp to see what you guys have done. Did you make like a campfire or cook any food or anything like that?
I probably would have. But real quick, was I first?
I was
or
first.
Was Kurthak? Yeah, I think Kurthak.
Kurthak was first, and now it's Shaldrick's watch, and it's during late in
Gotcha.
your watch that these badgers come roaming up.
How big are these badgers? Are we talking my size?
No, badger-sized.
And they're looking aggressive?
No, they're just investigating the camp. It looks like they might be hungry.
Let
Love
been
role-playing.
playing
It's like
late, man. I'm
these
scared
huge
of animals.
badgers.
Dude!
I mean, it's a dwarf. If it's a dwarven-sized
dwarf.
badger, that's a fucking big badger as far as I'm
big
concerned.
badger.
Jeez, man. Don't threaten me.
RUSs? I don't even think they exist.
It's a very fat
So
badger.
how is the group doing for food?
Oh, each of you should mark off one
right.
day's worth of rations.
Okay. How many days did we start with?
I think
Sure,
we started with 10.
10.
Oh, okay. So we got plenty of food. So there's
Oh,
not
Let me
nice.
just
really...
take a look here. Co started with a burglar's pack.
That moment when you've been playing off the fucking wrong character sheet for an hour and a half.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm on the right character sheet.
Is that why you had a strength of 10?
That's why I had a strength of 10, because I was playing my other 5th edition character.
Oh, nice. You're playing the elf.
No, I was playing
Co,
Amos
you
from
have,
Solemn, but yeah.
You have 5 days of rations.
5 days. And
So
we're,
now you
we're,
have
we're
4.
about a day from the tower.
Mhm.
So I don't think we would need to get... I'm trying to think, like, I'm as a very newbie in D&D, I'm wondering if this is an opportunity we should jump on and try to hunt them, maybe get some pelts and some food and stuff.
You
or
can
is this
absolutely do that,
something-
dude.
Let's do that. I'm gonna tap my brother's leg to wake him up.
Okay.
And then
Are you doing
when
it
I
stealthily?
see him kind of get up a little bit, I'm gonna do the whole 2 eyes that way.
Okay,
and show
make
what
a
that
make a
is.
stealth check, Shaldrick.
A stealth check.
Yeah.
So what would I roll there?
It's D20 plus 5.
Have you ever stealth? It's like a proficiency or whatever.
Yeah, so you tap Maldrick. Maldrick, you wake up and you see Shaldrick being very quiet. Shh, look at those. Maldrick or Shaldrick, these guys, they're sort of like around the edge of the fire. There's these glows from these embers. You know, they look curious more than anything, not hostile, but they've definitely got some meat on their bones. They got some pelts. You know, if you wanted to like try and throw a dagger or something like that, that could probably be pretty effective against them.
Let's do it.
And I look and I see they're badgers, right?
Yes.
Okay. You scared the shit out of me. I thought we were being attacked by another Blackos. Don't wake me up for badgers. I roll over and go back to sleep.
I tap
Don't
him
wake
again
me
and
up
say,
for badgers.
I tap him again and say, this is money. We could sell these pelts. Come on.
They hear you whispering and they sort of stop and they start sort of backing away a little bit.
At this point, I stand up. Yet another time you've ruined things, brother.
You!
Okay, they go running off
should've
into the
listened to
darkness.
the side monster.
You don't have to run in and save me every time.
Good.
I don't need your goddamn protection.
Go back to bed. It's done. It's over.
I'm going back to bed.
I'm finished.
I'm going.
Excellent.
That ends that again with the beepers.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Steven just rolled 5d20, guys.
Here comes the bats.
Don't worry about that. That's not important. Okay. Donald, you're camping on the edge of the forest here, and it's almost the time for you to wake up Maldrick, and another swarm of giant bats goes flying past you, heading back into the Starkwald, and you can hear their high, piercing cries keening through the morning air. It's still remained cloudy all overnight. It's cold, it's damp, and that's all that happens on your watch. Maldrick, you wake up and you take your watch. Nothing unfortunate happens as you're watching. The group wakes up, starts making breakfast, getting ready, prepared for the day's travels.
Sounds good. I'm going to prepare. Let's see. I'm just going to PM you on the D20.
Cool.
Mr. DM.
So we're on the forest edge, right?
Yes. Immediately to the north of you is the Starkwald. So there's all of these like 50-foot tall old oak trees that are gnarled and growing at the edge of this old growth forest.
Does the trees and everything, they look like normal trees? Are they rotting trees? Or...
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Okay. What is my... Is that +4? Where is investigation? Is that
Under intelligence, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's just a +1. 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're taking a look around these trees as you guys get camp broken down. You don't see anything out of the ordinary here.
Okay.
I quickly look at the grass before we depart.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh,
I glance at the grass, and then I glance over at the hand that Maldrick used to put into the river.
Like, it's just a little bit paler than usual, but nothing strange is happening to it.
Did you tell us that you poured the water, Trump?
He
yeah, I did it
before
in
we
front
went
of
to bed.
you.
Okay.
I think it was actually the last thing Trump did last night.
Okay. And did it turn immediately or no? It took all night to turn? Is that right, Steven?
No, yeah, it took about 8 hours.
Okay.
And when we left the grass the first time, it was still green, right? Because we thought it was okay at that point.
Yes.
Okay. Before we go, I open my pack and I take out a bowl and I say, "Friends, we made some delicious badger stew." Oh wait! And I look at my brother, and then I drop the bowl and I walk away.
Awesome.
It's just like how Zeke's yelling at us and it's muted, but we still understood. What?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch! You woke me up for fucking badgers! Badgers! I mean, you're with me, right?
Brother, delicious.
Do you think that Donald would eat badgers? Look at him. He doesn't eat anything that doesn't have Tums or some shit in it.
Donald just
Actually,
fought a
I much
swamp
would have
monster.
enjoyed some badger. Thank you
Yeah,
for your
Badger
hospitality.
really wouldn't be that.
Thank-
What do you have here?
I am storming off, and I am giving the sign, whatever signs, dwarven signs I can for fuck off or whatever.
Yeah. I think it looks kind of like this.
There you go, boom, and I'm out, saying nothing else.
Awesome. Kurth, would you give me a navigation roll?
Sure. This time from, I believe, I don't know what happened. Somehow my other character sheet got switched in. So that's based off nature, which on this is
Survival.
survival, just a 2. So that's better. 16.
Okay, not bad. Yeah. Let me just make sure that it's not bad. It is not bad. Okay, yeah, you guys set off into the forest. So, 2d6.
Switching over. Roll 2d6. 5.
Oh, shit, yeah. 5. All right, yep. You march for about half the day, making your way through the forest, and you find nothing untowards. You're completely unmolested. You know, you occasionally see like a deer far off through the trees, sort of tramping away from you. But all in all, you're not making a serious effort to move too quietly, right? So you don't see a whole lot. You hear birds singing in the trees as the morning presses onwards, and by the end of Etude, you know, it's kind of time, or rather, actually, no, you have to march for like half the day to get very far because like there's a lot of underbrush and stuff, and it's really slowing you down. So you know, you get to the end of Etude, but it's about 10 a.m., sort of mid-morning, and you know you have to keep pressing on. So give me another 2d6.
All right. 7.
7. Okay, yep. Day continues pretty uneventfully. You make your way all the way through Prime. It's about 2 p.m. You guys stop and have a little bit of lunch. The most strange thing that you notice are a set of deer tracks that wander through the camp that you've made just to get a little bit of lunch. But after a quick rest, you're ready to head off again. So give me... Actually, wait. Yeah, okay. No, that got you pretty far. You're still moving much slower than you would be moving out on the plains, but you feel like you're sort of in the area for the tower. And now what you have to do in order to find it is search for it.
Okay.
So you can give me a perception roll, and that'll represent about, you know, between 1 to 4 hours of searching the nearby area and seeing how close you are, whether or not you've made it to that location.
Well, Steve and I crit that.
Awesome. So, you know, you stand up and say, you know, we're done with our lunch. Let's head off this way. And you take about 10 steps into the brush and you step around a tree and you see a tower. So let me see if I can tell you.
Do I see the tower on the other side of the tree?
No, it's a large tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, you see this large ruined stone tower. Counting windows, it looks like it's about 5 stories tall. Each of them is about 15 feet high. And the top of it is sort of broken off, right? And there's a bunch of like ruined large wrought granite blocks chucked all around the place here. There's a large amount of brush at the tower base, like gnarled right up against the door to the tower, that you can see. And there's a couple of scattered stenchful pools around the sort of clearing in the grounds nearby the tower.
Okay. Is the door shut to the tower?
Yeah, there's a metal door on the ground floor, and it is shut.
How big around is the tower?
Let me see. I mean, I think it's like 100 feet in diameter.
Okay. Are we at the base of the tower right now, or are we just looking at it?
I think CohhCarnage is the only one who's looking at it from around the tree. It's probably like 100 feet to the tower from where you are, CohhCarnage.
Okay.
Across this like sort of marshy ground where there are all these soggy pools in between you and the tower.
Okay, sure. I'm just gonna have a spell ready just in case.
Cool.
Co, what were you gonna say?
Are we close enough to CohhCarnage to yell to him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell to CohhCarnage and say, do you see anything around here that could tell you what kind of tower this is or how long it's been destroyed? Is there like rock everywhere and pieces of furniture, or is this like moss covered rock? What do you see?
I just like put my hand out. I'm like, I see what you see, friend. I only have a 3-foot height advantage. It's not going to change the the point of view that much.
I know I was next to you. I'm sorry.
Well, you can sort of walk up next to him as you're asking, right? So you take a look around. Yeah, all these rocks, they are sort of moss covered. There's like a shrub growing down the side of one of them. It looks ancient. And the tower itself looks like an architectural style that's very, very old. There's all sorts of like ivy growing on the outside. And, yeah, it looks quite old. It's not recently destroyed. It's tumbled from age.
Do we see a door?
Yeah, there's a metal door sort of right ahead of you between two pools. And there's a bunch of brush, like shrubbery, crowded around the door. It actually looks like it'd be a pain to get in and out of.
Are the pools bubbling?
Is there any...
No.
Go ahead.
There's no bubbling in the pools.
Okay. Go ahead, Co.
Is there any look of wear in front of the door? Does it look like anyone has been walking in and out? Are shrubs pushed away? Is anything stepped down?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. I'm a dumb. But okay. So I have a -1. So I do 1d20 -1.
Yes, sir.
By the way, how far is it reasonable to throw rocks generally?
Probably like 20 feet.
All right.
Yeah, okay. So from where you are, Shaldrick, you can't actually really see. Like, it looks like there's some scuffing around the door, like in the sort of slightly damp soil, but it's really hard to see from like the 100-foot distance you're currently at.
So I'm just going to kind of gesture at the team and point at the door.
Donald, was there someone that lived here from that lying person that you spoke to?
Oh, just someone that I presume there's someone that we may find interesting inside the tower.
Okay. 1 second. And then I just scream at the top of my lungs. I'm like, hello? Is anyone there?
Okay, let me see what that means.
Before we do that, just as a quick note, is there any evidence? Is this tower right next to the river? Is the river anywhere near us right now? Is there a chance these pools could be any type of water that's in the river?
So you'd have to sort of like do a perimeter or something like that. From where you are, like, you're kind of at the edge of a clearing, and the brush is all very thick around here. And even out in the clearing, there's like lots of like reeds and grasses and stuff. It's really hard to see. There are these standing pools of water. But if you wanted to like do a search around the place just to see what else you see, you could do that.
How about just this? Do we hear water?
Give me a
Do
perception
we
check.
hear a river? Oh, Lord, okay.
What did you roll? A 4. No, you do
What?
not.
You can't hear it over me yelling.
You hear Maldrick's armor chinking as he walks up next to you, cursing as he goes. Okay.
Did I get a response?
I get it. I can't believe this. Fucking badgers. Fucking badgers. Thing coming out of the river. The boys not even watching over me. Are you listening?
What are you asking, Kurthak?
Does anyone respond to my screaming? My hello?
Oh, let me see. Let's see, where would that be?
Yeah, Co, you might want to check your auto volume on Skype under the mic settings. I think it might be auto adjusting.
Okay, so you shout. You shout, hello! You don't hear anything.
Well, I guess we should go knock. And I kind of just turn to the party and say that, walk up to the door, and
Oh,
I'll go with-
hold on there, Kurthak. Hold on there.
I'm going
He's
to
about to walk to the tower. First, when we're about 40 feet away from those pools, I chuck a few rocks at them.
Okay. Yeah, you toss a couple rocks into the pools, and they sink quickly with a loud boom, and nothing strange happens.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going, before anything gets any further, I'm going to cast Detect Evil. 30 feet circle around me.
So where are you? You're like halfway to the tower?
I am, well, once I get within, like, range, because I'm sure I've cast this spell before.
Yeah.
Kind of figured out, like, where the limits are. As soon as I get to, like, the range of the pools and getting towards the door and stuff like that.
So you're trying to catch the pools and the door within your 30-foot radius?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, your Detect Evil spell does respond. Let me find out. Let me find out exactly what this tells you.
While he's doing that, is this any better on my mic?
yeah. It was just once you uncheck the auto adjust, it'll stop getting really quiet and then peaking when you're really quiet as well. It's a dumb fucking thing in Skype. I don't understand why that is auto on.
As well as where the thing is located.
Wow, that's really weird. I wonder if there's actually a misspelling or a labeling of this spell, because it says, for the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
What's the misspelling?
Well, that's not really detecting evil and good, right? That's sort of like detecting creature type.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
That's
so I'm going to say
that has nothing to do with alignment.
right, you detect evil within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. And you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Okay, so you detect 3 sources of evil from right next to the door.
Out of curiosity, is it possible for those creature types to be good in any case?
Yeah, well, celestials certainly are.
Celestials? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Though it's a spell called Detect Evil or Good, so...
Oh, okay. It's a verse.
Yeah.
Or either or.
So we detected now. Does
So
my
3 spots
brother
of
does
evil.
my brother know where these 3 spots are? Are they like shining beacons in his vision of where they are, or is this kind of like they could be anywhere?
It's not terribly strong, but they seem to be clustered up next to the door.
But not in the pools.
No. There's no sensations coming from the pools.
What do you think?
Back
Trevor?
away. Back away. Slowly. Slowly. And I tell them there is evil inside of the tower. That's right. Like it's coming from behind the door.
It's hard to get a sense of exactly where it's coming from. It's right next to the door, either
Okay.
directly inside or directly outside.
Right. It's tower adjacent.
Yes.
If it were outside, it's because there's shrubbery outside the door. Is that right?
Yep, there's a cluster of shrubbery right outside the door.
Okay. So there's a presence, at least 3 evil, bad intentions around
Well-
the tower.
It could be good or evil, right?
No, he's choosing to detect evil.
Okay.
Actually, maybe that's what the spell is supposed to do. It detects good or evil, and
what I was
celestials
thinking.
are always good, and fey creatures are always evil, or something like that. Whatever. You're detecting 3 evil creatures
Gotcha.
Right.
or 3 evil sources.
I kind of like look at him and look back at the door, and if I look around on the ground, are there any rocks or anything?
Yeah, you can grab up like a little muck-covered rock.
I pick one of the rocks up and kind of just like toss it
Whoa
in my
there,
hand.
Kurthak. So this is a good idea. Do any of you have ranged weapons?
I can throw daggers. We could also
Got my
throw the
hammer.
poison bottle.
Well, I pull
We
out
still
my
have that,
bow,
by the way?
and
I think so.
well, then let's start shooting at this shrubbery now, shall we?
Okay.
So just shoot into the bushes.
Yeah, why don't you take the first shot, and we'll waste that arrow, and then I'm going to throw this rock at the door, and we'll see what else happens. So, by all means, Donald.
No, after you, Kurthak. I just wanted to make sure I was ready.
So did we determine if the door, like there were slide marks where the door has been opened or shut or not?
I don't think we can
couldn't
see.
tell.
You haven't been able to tell. You haven't gotten close enough to really make an examination.
Okay, give me 1 second before we go any further. I gotta look up range on something. Oh gosh, okay. There we go. Oh, it's 30 feet. Good, excellent. So when I'm within 30 feet of the door, and according to thaumaturgy, it says that I can instantly open a unlocked door if it's unlocked.
Okay.
So I'll just go up and try and open
blast the door with this thaumaturgy.
Yep,
Okay, cool.
Yep. Or in. I don't know if
over-
it's in or out.
And
I
there
look
are
over
people making
approving.
ranged attacks into the shrubs.
I was just gonna toss this rock at the door. To
Okay.
see what it does.
Zeke, so wait, Mauled opens the door and then JP throws the rock in the door.
Maybe that's what happens because I'm.
We
We're
didn't
just
tell
like
each other.
attacking. We're just like throwing it.
I didn't tell him. We didn't plan this, so I'm just like.
I didn't tell him
throwing
either,
this
so I
rock.
think the door opens and the rock goes in and whatever side he gets in.
So
If
To make my
anything.
actions clearer, I have a readied action to shoot a bad guy.
so
And I'm
if
holding
something
a
shows
dagger.
up,
Go.
if something shows up, you'll shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
that's what-
same
so-
with the dagger throwing.
First, what happens is Maldrick pushes the door open. Let me see what happens as a result of that.
I got my baby out.
Yeah, as soon as the door opens, you hear a handbell. Ding 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 ding.
Fucking alarm spell.
And then Kurthak throws his rock. It goes flying through the bushes. Kurthak, would you roll an attack roll with disadvantage?
Okay.
Oh goodness gracious.
2d20. Do you remember? Is it DH1? We were doing this in Neil's campaign. I forgot what it is.
Is it not D1?
No, oh, for disadvantage. D1 is highest.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's K1, right? No, K1 is keep the highest. So it's K1L? Or is it KL1? Yeah, it's KL1. 2d20 KL1.
Okay.
So keep the lowest one.
6.
Okay, so you toss this rock, it goes flying through the shrubs and clatters on the inside of this tower. And on the inside, you actually can't see a whole lot. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's like some sort of very dim sitting room in there, and nothing happens. And Donald, you don't see anything either. So, as we approach the door, let's take our second break.
There you go. All right. We'll be right back. Find out what's in the tower after this. We'll see you guys in just a bit.